Welcome back to our course on Acces 2013. In this section we're going to look at the Quick Access Toolbar, which is the toolbar in the top left hand corner of the workspace. One of the advantages of the Quick Access Toolbar over the ribbon is that the commands on that toolbar are visible all of the time, and that's where the name comes from, Quick Access. On a fresh installation of Acces 2013, you see some default commands in the Quick Access Toolbar. Let's just look at the ones that we've got here. I'll hover over them and look at the screen tips. That one is save. This one is undo. That will undo whatever the last command was. This one is redo. It says can't redo because there isn't anything to redo at the moment. I'll come back to undo and redo later. And then this one we've already used, which is the one to switch between touch and mouse mode. Now to the right of the last command there's a little drop down arrow, and if I click on the drop down arrow there is a menu, and the menu says Customize Quick Access Toolbar. Now most of that menu is made up of a list of the commands that are currently available on the Quick Access Toolbar. There are about a dozen of them. And the ones that have tick marks, check marks to the left of them are the ones that are actually shown on the toolbar at the moment. So they're the visible ones: touch mouse mode, redo, undo and save. If I wanted to make one of the others available, all I would need to do is to click it. Click on Quick Print. That's now visible and it appears as one of the buttons on my Quick Access Toolbar. And that's basically the Quick Access Toolbar. If I click on the drop down again, you would generally click on the ones, check the ones that you want to see on your Quick Access Toolbar, make sure the others are unchecked, and you'll have an array of commands that you can use there, single click, and they're visible in the workspace all the time. I'm just going to show you one other thing about it though, because not only will it help you with the Quick Access Toolbar, but it'll give you some idea of customization of the ribbon, which I know I said was out of scope, but this will give you some idea of what's involved. And that is, I want to go down to More Commands and click on More Commands. And this takes you into Access Options, but this time the page is the Quick Access Toolbar page. Now let's suppose that I look at the available buttons on the Quick Access Toolbar and I don't see the one that I want. It's very straightforward to add a new button to it. So let's choose one of these. There is, for instance, here a Find button, which gives me access to the Find dialog. If I select that in the list here and then click on the Add button in the middle, it will appear in the Quick Access Toolbar. So there it is, it's in the list for what's on the toolbar. Click on OK. Now on my Quick Access Toolbar there is the Find button, and I can use the Find as though I were doing a regular find within some data in a database. Now whether the find is enabled or disabled will be determined by exactly what I'm doing in Access at the time, but the button is there available for me to use in situations where it can be used, and if at any time I want to remove it again, I can either go back onto the drop down, or in fact while I'm on the Quick Access Toolbar, if I right click, one of the options is Customize Quick Access Toolbar, and if I click on Customize Quick Access Toolbar, go to Find in the list on the right, click on Remove, click on OK, and it's no longer there. And in demonstrating that, I've also demonstrated that you can actually put something on the Quick Access Toolbar as a sort of temporary measure. If you're doing something over a period of time and you want a button there available, but you don't need to leave it there in the longer term, you can add it for a while, remove it again. There's just one other thing to show you about the Quick Access Toolbar, and that is if you click on that drop down again, one of the options down there right at the bottom is Show Below the Ribbon. Some people prefer to see this below the ribbon, so if you select that option it appears below the ribbon. I think part of the reason for that for some people is that when they're working in the main part of the Access workspace, those buttons are right there. You don't have to sort of reach across the ribbon to get to them. So that is very much a case of personal preference. So that's it on the Quick Access Toolbar.